Okay, here is my favorite part of every episode. It's starting to become kind of a staple now in the
Uh-huh.
podcast, but I like to give the experts go through a list of myths that you can bust. Some of them might be true, some of them might be completely false. I don't know, but
Uh-huh.
I've compiled my list from my little brain to say, I want to know from the expert's point of view,
Okay.
is it true? Is it
I
false?
love it.
Okay, perfect. First one. We might have touched on a couple of them, so
Hmm.
we kind of fly through them. You need a large yard to start gardening.
A large yard? No, wrong.
No. Small
Yeah,
spaces, pots,
pots,
beds.
beds. Best in full
Perfect.
soil, but if you don't have access to the full soil, you can use pots. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
actually, we designed a lot of city gardens, and those are some of the most
Oh,
challenging or
yes.
most exciting ones to design because you just create as much diversity as you can on a small space.
Yeah, I love the vertical gardens.
Exactly.
Our Whole Foods in Austin has like an incredible vertical
Oh
garden. It's
wow.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool to see. Okay, my next one. Gardening is too time consuming for most people.
Yeah. That's a myth we have to bust clearly
Yes.
because we've been designing gardens that take as little as half an hour a week. Like if people say you don't have time to garden, you might need to reconsider if you'd only have to do it for half an hour a week.
Okay. Organic gardening is only for experts.
Depends how you look at it. You need to have the expertise, that's for sure, but you
Yeah.
don't need to be a full-on expert. Like my program is 9 weeks. After week 4, you'll know all the secrets that you need to know to
Oh,
become an
wow.
expert.
Okay. Pretty similar, but you can't garden in an urban environment.
No, wrong. It's a lot of fun
We
because you
find a
actually
way.
have a microclimate and there's more plants that you can grow.
Growing your own food doesn't make a difference to the
It
environment.
does make a huge difference.
Okay. All soil is the same.
No.
No, we touched on that one already.
Well, it
Pesticides are,
depends. Like
oh,
healthy soil is the same everywhere in the world. You want to have the microorganisms, and the cool thing is
okay.
like people, when you think about different soil types, you have sandy soils, different types of soils,
Mm,
and they all have an impact when you garden or when you farm, but they have less of an impact when you do it regeneratively. Because when you're doing it more in harmony with nature, you can grow pretty much anything that you like in no matter what soil you are.
wow. That's actually really inspiring. Let me see. Okay. Pesticides are necessary for a successful garden.
No, they're the opposite of necessary.
Oh, wow. So you wouldn't use pesticides at
No,
all.
never. We stop using them.
Amazing.
It's sometimes a difficult choice to make because when it's been used so long, the soil has been destroyed, and you'll start out and you want to see results, and still you might have some sick plants, and then
Mm,
it's very tempting to use the chemicals. But know this: when you use chemicals, pesticides, no matter what, those chemicals kill the microorganisms in the soil. It's kind of like
okay.
antibiotics, and sometimes I would
Mm,
say that you shouldn't use it at all because if your life is like if you're really sick, antibiotics is a way
yeah.
to solve it. But know that you're killing everything in your gut when you're taking antibiotics. Chemicals, pesticides do exactly the same in the soil.
Wow. Okay. That's a great, accessible way to wrap your head around pesticides. That explanation, I really like that. Composting is too smelly and gross.
No. Have you ever walked into a forest? Do you
Yes.
know this, especially in autumn, that smell of autumn
Mm,
forest?
yeah,
Do you like that smell?
I do, but
Well, in all honesty,
I,
you have
don't,
to like you don't have to lie about it. Not maybe not for everyone, but
I like the smell, but I'm happy to, walk on through and then leave my boots out the front and not bring it all into the
oh yeah,
house. You know what I
definitely.
mean? That mulchiness. But compost, am I wrong in thinking compost is either kind of all your food waste and then it turns into compost, or it's like poop?
Like
Are they the two options for
yeah,
compost?
you can do without with like it's good to do it with
Manure,
cow
sorry.
manure, but it's not necessary. It's mostly
So just natural composting at home?
yes, you can do it just with food scraps and leaves and other stuff.
Okay, my last myth. This is it. growing food is only worth it if you grow everything that you eat.
No, far from. Because even if you grow one radishes, uh, you'll be what do you say, out on the moon from happiness just growing one
Yeah.
radish.
I would love to actually talk now that we've touched on that just about like the mental health aspect of it. Like the mental health aspect alone. Is it as powerful as people say? The like the feeling, I guess, for a lot of people, the feeling of actually producing something is like a human
Oh
triumph,
yeah,
really. Like we naturally women have babies. I'm sure like producing something from nothing. I mean, that was really what started you off in this whole thing, that
exactly.
passion.
Yeah, I think I never thought about it, but it's probably for men who never get to experience how to put another person on the planet.
Yeah,
Growing your
they've
own
created
food probably
something.
comes the closest to it. Creating
Yeah,
your own baby radish.
closest to God that you can get.
Exactly. And then
Wow.
it is very satisfying to grow your own food. And I think it has to do that you have to, there's a like a delayed gratification effect. Like you have to do something today
Wow.
that you only get results in a couple of weeks and you have to tend for it. But then, like I told about the microorganisms, what turns out now, our environment is so polluted in many cases. The air is full of chemicals. There's so much bad stuff that it's killing our brain um, microbiome in our brain as well. So that has a
Wow.
huge effect on our mental health. Often we think like
Yeah.
mental health is something, I don't know, psychic or spiritual, and there's
Mm.
definitely a big element to it. But it also has to do with the physical health of the environment where you spend time in, and that might
Yeah.
also have to do like with that plastic lawn. If you're playing in that, it's definitely going to have a bad effect on your brain health and your mental health. So when you
It's
get your
so
hands
true.
dirty in the healthy soil, yeah, you talk to any gardener, ask them like, how do you feel after working in your garden for an hour or less? They're like, oh, I feel so good. I feel relaxed. I feel a sense of achievement, and you sleep better. It's like, yeah.
Wow. And what are some of your favorite like sustainable practices for a home gardener?
Good question, I would say, and this is like general regenerative. I haven't heard much people talk about regenerative gardening, but in regenerative farming, it's about okay, try and have as minimal impact on the soil as possible. In fact, enhance
Okay.
the impact of the soil. So don't
Okay.
like use tools that you turn around your soil all of the time, because again, the soil is full of those microorganisms, and if you turn the soil, like it's their home. You're kind of destroying their whole home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So keeping the soil as little disturbed as possible, and then keeping the soil covered as much as possible. So either by
Okay.
growing plants that cover the soil, so you don't have the bare naked soil that is exposed
Mhm.
to the sun, that would be important. And covering, you can also use mulches. Like we've been doing some experiments with mulch from beans, like the straw of beans,
Okay.
and the results are crazy. Like that's how we actually managed to create a garden that's less than 12 hours of maintenance in 9 months. It's like you mulch the whole garden between the plants. Because if you
Oh.
set up a new garden, you still have the space in between your plants, right? They
Yeah.
still need
Yeah.
some time to grow. And that's where the weeds will come if you don't cover the soil. But if you put the mulch and you put the good compost,
Oh,
it's
wow. So the soil then isn't going to send out the weeds to it because it has. Oh, that's so
exactly.
smart. Wow. I love that. Okay. And if our listeners could make one impactful change today that would support sustainability for the planet and better health for them, what would it be?
Today, maybe just call a farmer and tell him
That
how
I think
awesome
that
he
is the
is.
tip. That's what I've taken away from the episode for sure. Because I know we have a
Of when you
little
see
fruit
them
farm near our
on
house.
the
I need
road
to
and you
get different
think
oranges.
yes, or if you're behind a tractor on the road complaining how slow the tractor is, maybe just wave to him and talk to them.
Yeah, make a friend. That's
Yes,
right.
because they're really doing the
That
best
is
they can. Even
incredible.
the farmers that are doing it industrially, they don't have bad intentions. Like the media is portraying them often like they're killing our environment, and it does have a huge impact. But they don't do it. They're doing the best they can, really.
Of course, yeah. Okay, Matthew, tell our listeners where can they find you if they've gotten had some effect on them with this episode. How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, there's a few ways you can connect with me. I have two Instagram channels. So one is like for the luxury gardens where we do everything for people. That's
Okay.
Paulonia. I think I'll send you that link.
I will link everything in the show notes so it'll be easy for y'all to click on.
Yes, perfect. So that one, and then I have my personal Instagram, which is my name, Matthieu Mehuys. So that there you can that channel I mostly use for like tips and tricks on gardening. So lots of the things we touched
Amazing.
on today, more information about that. And if you want to like learn more and start, I also have a free training. It takes about 30 minutes, and it gives you like a taste of how I teach and what I teach. There's some really awesome plants that are easy to maintain, easy to grow, and that give you some berries. Have you heard of goji berries?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
explaining you how you can grow goji berries. They're a really easy plant to grow actually when you know how to.
Nice.
So that's in the free training. And if you feel like, wow, I'm really, this excited me a lot. I have been thinking about gardening, and I really want to get going. I can even give your listeners my Calendly link. And in that link, they can book a meeting with me. We take 30 minutes and I give them a free training about their property. And when it's a fit,
Wow.
they can join my masterclass.
That is incredible. And also you have a book which I'm going to put a link to in the show notes as well so that everybody can reach you and get all of your expertise. That is amazing. Thank you so much for being on the show today and sharing all of your expertise with our
Exactly.
audience. As I said, if you have any questions, you can contact Matthew directly or through all the links in the show notes. And we also encourage you to share your experience in our comment section, where we can cultivate a community and connect to others who have similar experiences. And maybe we can all find a regenerative farmer in our area. It is our mission and our passion at Wellness Plus to help our listeners become healthier and happier. So, if there are any topics that you have or any guests that you'd like me to interview on the podcast, get in touch with me. You can go through the comments. You can email me directly at my email address in our bio. If you enjoyed today's episode, check out our extensive library on YouTube with hundreds of informative videos, all pertaining to human health and happiness. I am so grateful that you've tuned in to join us today. If you've enjoyed the podcast, do consider supporting us on Patreon so that I can keep making more of this content and help make your life better. I work hard to bring you guys the best information and experts, and the only way it's possible is with your continued support. You'll find all of the links in our show notes. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast, and until next time, stay well. Hey everyone, Chelsea here. I would love to take a moment to introduce you to our app, Yoga Plus. You will gain access to an incredible collection of videos led by top instructors in yoga, fitness, nutrition, and so much more. Download our Yoga Plus app today and get a free 14-day trial.